When you see somebody start talk fart, you can't help it. You have to breathe, come through, check yourself. So there's a gentleman on a post going in about the fact that why would Jamaicans want to portray themselves as such uneducated buffoons by displaying patois on social media. Now, of course, say the people them handle them. But at the same time, I'd have to wonder, which I did put on the post, I wonder if the gentleman is aware of the Gullah people. That here in these United States, I'm going to speak on the low country. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, where the descendants of the enslaved Africans who were forcibly brought here during the transatlantic slave trade and Middle Passage from various parts of the motherland learned to speak amongst each other. The resulting language was Gullah, which I'm happy to say is on, it's a, curriculum item at Harvard. It's matter of fact, they've got, Coastal Carolina has a heck of a program. If languages are not spoken, they disappear. Cultural identity disappears. Heritage disappears. So for the man who was so stush, because I'm come away and feel the language backwards. Guess what, sir? It's actually a language. It makes us multi-fluid in certain situations. Now, mind you, if I, when my Durham people, them accent can be sweet, because it's in a way, and there's certain responses and sounds and measures that it goes right to our emotions. Like someone could say, come here, as opposed to somebody saying, come here. I remember the one French phrase that I tend to remember, je sens ce soir, if I said it right. I'm going out tonight. Me I go out on the road tonight. See, there's a quality, there's a effervescence, there's a love, there's a in Patwah. Fortunately, in my household, I was born to older parents. And though my siblings were born in Jamaica and then by, middle school age range in London, and the other ones before me born in London, no matter what, because my mother got yard every blasted year. Now, my mother was not a particular Patwah speaker. She ascribed to... Sir, my mother was the type who can chew gum with her mouth closed and still have a conversation. But that doesn't mean that my girl never know how to handle things when it comes to the linguistics. Yes, she worked at the people in hospital. But when she got Jamaica, baby, she on Coronation Market. Listen, it's a language that allows you to feel love. It's a language that allows you to have a space and place in society. It's a language that fills your heart. When my father asks any one of my nieces, any one of the grandparents of them, where your people them come from, he did not say, where do your people come from? He said, where your people them come from? Because even though these children were all born, whether in Europe or in the United States, they should know where them people come from, and where them people come from are what? Land and wood and water, yard, jam dung, jam rock. Patwah is in order to maintain one's sense of sanity, identity, and just all over self-love. It is a beautiful language that speaks to our heartstrings. I noticed on a post the other day, a lady was very astute to remember me from first For Evelyn, you're not joking. Remember me from first form at St. Jago and said she doesn't remember me coming back after that. No, I didn't. So that tell you, said Jamaica people memory long. Long. That was 40 years ago. It makes you wonder, wow, what was my personality like 40 years ago that she actually remembered me? But again, it's Jamaica that allows her to have that memory. It's me remembering Jamaica, me feeling Jamaica, knowing Jamaica. My parents instilled that. Like me say, my mother go back a yard every single year. She died a Jamaican. Even on paper. Now, one has to remember, and I know that there was a debate I saw it in some of the newspapers about whether or not Patwah will be part of the some measure of curriculum. You don't want to lose that particular identity. Because you see when one-on-one massive get together in other spaces and places off the island, man, we can't drop all of them something there. We can't drop the British in a way. We can't drop the American. We can't drop the Canadian. And we can't just be from yard. When you hear the accents go from slightly lilting as we're discussing certain things that others may not or not know about, to deep down, you know. I said, all right, girl, you know, I said, and then the people come with the ranch and blah, blah, blah. It's a comfort. And you see, when you stepped out of that empowering session, because yes, it is very empowering. I have lived in spaces where, Hartford, Connecticut, bless your soul, the most politically cohesive West Indian and Caribbean community outside of the West Indies. Nobody can mobilize by them. Every island has its own social club. And they have governing social clubs where the smaller masses can come together, meet, commiserate, and go along with the larger masses. That's why them can move a certain way. Them the people who come out of the legacy of what? 1940s and 50s farming communities. There's spaces and places all around America that have that type of history with those from West Indian and Caribbean islands who have been here that long. That does not mean, come to think about it, when you look at it, when you look at, say, a Romanian family who you hear they've been here forever, but the grandmother still speaks in the native tongue. When you look at Chinese families, when you look at Japanese families, when you look at Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, and Puerto Ricans are they're American citizens, remember that. But when you look at their elders, and what's one of the main things the elders always have a problem with the next generations? The loss of the language. The loss of a language means a loss of communication, which means a loss of culture, which means a loss of identification, of heritage, which means a loss of a people. Ask the Mayans. Ask the Aztecs. Thank God the replenishing of the Taino is on the rise. But many indigenous peoples have lost their identities because their language is no longer spoken. So guess me what? Me I go be one of them that do what? Replenish and refill. I want to hear Patwah as much as I can. It makes my heart feel good. It makes my soul sing. It reminds me of where my people come from. Because when you're there, John Brown country, and you have melanin, you can disappear into the masses. But my cultural identity, heritage, and upbringing has my spirit moving a different way. So, sir, if that works in your house to stamp out your courage, and it is courage. It takes courage. Hey, you ever see when two Jamaicans get together and then recognize that we are one, we in our corporate setting, and we know say it's not the thing to do, but we bust a one or two, I would just smile because we in front of man, leave our defense mechanisms alone. They are things that allow you to live. I'm just talking to a young man. I'm saying, I got on for Christmas because America too cool. Trust me, I want a plane ticket. I can't take it. I not lie. This is depressing. I'm at that point in my life. When I was younger, baby, I'd be out there. There was snow to shovel. The body could take it. Now it's different. My health dictates that I need sun. I'm missing more and more for the past few years, but find a way for ease out. Draw working measures, I'm a day for receive it. Because when them say ready one, boom, me ready one. Because I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be in gray spaces. It's Charleston. The sun's going to come out sooner or later. But them your night ya long. I better the night long I hear sea waves out there. I better the night long I'm here one. Oi, the bad dog them. Nothing sweeter than a pack of bad dog for the street. You know. But I offer that gentleman my condolences to his spirit, but I choose to maintain a direct boom shot to the heart. Patwah make me feel good. When you hear Miss Luna, your ears. Like I said, it's not that we don't know the English language or a touch of Spanish or minute amount of French or, thank God, have friends who do sign language. Effectively communicating. And that's the key. Like I saw there was something about being dressed for success or how people respect you based on how you're dressed in the whole nine. There's a reason I only wear t-shirts. See, because, you know, there's some people who you dress a certain way and they don't think that they can approach you. They don't think that they can talk to you. I'll never be at the highest of the high. That's enough for me attainment. Mega grown, me walk here real good. Based on experience and life, I do get to speak with many from all ilks. Those who are super educated to those who's never had a book learning in them life. But each one has been able, I've been able to share, receive, and give. That's the key. Communication. So, like somebody did say, it's a long time, girl, me never see you. Come let me wheel and turn. These little things. Then what when Wappy killed Philip? It's the little things. When someone says to you, oh, come and have this mango. Or, oi, come take a mango off my tree. Which one of those excites your spirit more? When someone says it's Christmas time. I know I rush around and I kill on myself, I go buy a present for go put on the false tree. Or you're there yard and woman them have their hair tie up under the scarf, but them a mix cement because somebody are dropping a rebarb because cement block are put on because one next room I come through. And you know say Boxing Day I come through, man. Don't forget your Patwah because of what? Out of many, one people. Are you ready for Jamaica? Because I'm damn sure.